And now, a word of wisdom with Evangelist Sadie Anderson.
If you forget everything else I said, or everything else I told you to do, is the Apostle Paul talking to the Ephesian church. If you forget everything else I said, so above all, put on faith. Take the sword of the Spirit and the helmet of salvation. You got to protect your head, protect your heart, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Above all, you forget everything else. Take the shield of faith. The Word will stand when everything else fails. He said, heaven and earth shall pass away, but His Word shall abide forever. See, the Word of God is your sword you fight with. If you ain't got the Word, how you going to have the Word if you don't study? You ain't going to know when the devil is because he going to come with the Word, but he going to leave something out. He going to leave something out of it. And so you got to know the Word. So this ain't right. It's about like one time I went to this church back when we lived in Sharpsburg. There was an evangelist coming to town preaching. Everybody talking about this particular preacher. How good he can preach. Oh, they preach, jump on your seat, fly through there, whatever. And he was taking up an offering. And had not been for my foundation that I came up on, I might would have failed for some of that stuff. But the Word, what clicked, when he said, if you will give tonight, sacrifice, offering, whatever, you don't come back tomorrow night and tell me that God had blessed you, I eat my hat. And probably ain't nobody else thought about that. The Bible said, when you give ungrudgingly. Freely you give, freely you shall receive. But if you give grudgingly, hoping to receive something in return, you ain't going to be blessed. That man went right on back to Virginia, wherever he came from. Next 2 or 3 days, he got locked up for child support. And he'll tell you what else. But if you don't study the Word, how you going to know? You can't distinguish the truth from error.
This has been Words of Wisdom with Evangelist Sadie Anderson.